Alrighty. Hello, everyone. It has been a while since I've last done one of these live builds. Actually, it's not too long, maybe about a week. As you can tell, I have done a bit of work. For those who watched the last installment, I think I did bag 5? I can't quite remember, but I've done a bit more work since then. We've obviously got a bit more definition in our Falcon now with the little prongs, as I like to call them, and our hyperdrive engine at the back. I don't believe that was there the last time I built this live, but the reason I haven't been doing it all live is just because I've had some other commitments, and that kind of took priority, but I've also been able to build this. I just haven't been able to build it live. So I'm sorry that for those who have been watching the last few videos and have enjoyed this sort of live stream process, that I haven't been able to do everything. I might show off some of the detailing a bit later, but for the moment, this is what we've got. Funny story, if you follow us on Instagram, you will have seen that I actually dropped this just about an hour ago, and I think some bits are still a bit loose, but yes, I did drop this. I managed to fix it okay. There was one piece I'm still not sure exactly where it went, and I've kind of just put it in a random spot, but at the end of the day, I guess, it still looks the same. It looks fine. So the plan today is we want to do bag number 7. I've got the instructions up for bag 7. You can kind of see in the corner. It looks like we are building the bottom sections for these bits, and I don't think it's going to require me to have the Falcon on the table, which is good. So it gives you more of a view of me building this thing. So yeah, I'm ready to get into it. Before, obviously, we start building, I will just do my usual reminders that we are on Instagram and TikTok, and we're at Coruscant Nights, the handle at Coruscant Nights. Every single time, every single podcast, every single video, we will remind you because we post updates and some behind the scenes sometimes as well. We're trying to do more of that, but sometimes we're a bit behind with the times. But anyway, and then also, I think I'm missing a piece. What happened here? I think I'm missing 2 pieces. 2 yellow pieces. Let me check the instructions. No, I'm not. That just is different. And obviously, we've got a Patreon as well. So if you want to go and look at that, we're posting our after show there now, and that's really exciting. That's more of a after podcast discussion with Jack and I. It's a bit more informal. It's our usual discussion after the podcast anyway, but we just kind of want to share it with you because we noticed that we were saying some pretty interesting things. So those are just the reminders. Links will be, I guess you can find the links in our channel banner or under any sort of video, I suppose. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start by moving the Falcon. So I have changed the setup a little bit. You can see the instructions and the thing now. I've changed the setup a little bit. Can't wait until I buy the black Millennium Falcon in the white Darth Vader. Yep, that is certainly an interesting set. I think that it is one that will be very sought after. Obviously, the minifigure collection is very unique, and I'm assuming that those figures will be exclusive to that set and will not appear anywhere else. Maybe the Darth Ray might, if they start doing more Rise of Skywalker sets, but probably not. But yes, that is definitely a set that will be very sought after. I was watching a video, I think it's Solid Brick Studios that I watch. He was saying that he feels like it's going to be one of those sets where it's kind of just the gimmick is taking over it. And yeah, after a couple of years, it won't really be sought after, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm just going to move the computer up because I can't see anything. And once we move the Falcon back into frame and we need to move the instructions, I will move the computer back. All right, so this one's pretty short. We've only got 3 bags. We might have more. The only issue is if we do have more, my camera is sitting on top of the box, so we will have some issues. But let's not worry about that for the moment. Let's get cracking open these bags. I've never really been into Lego Ninjago. I think it's really cool, but you know, if that's something that you're excited for, then that's good. Obviously, Ninjago's been going for a while now, and I think that the August releases are going to be pretty popular, as were kind of the mid-year and May releases as well for Lego. I mean, they're very good at putting out sets that appeal to different audiences. So I think if you're obviously excited for the Lego Ninjago, then that's a really good thing. So hopefully that you enjoy some of that Lego that's coming out. Okay, let's get started with our first pieces. So this is the third live stream video that we've done, and my cat is going to be tapping against the door, which will be fun for the entire stream. So yay. I'm not going to let her in though, because she will create havoc. She will create a lot of havoc. Yeah, so this is the third one. Did bags. I know I did bag 2. That was the legs. It might have been bag 4. Anyway. Oh, I need one of them? They didn't tell me I needed that. Oh, wait, no, it's right here. Yeah, I get these bits. Hang on. I get these bits confused with stuff that's actually not in the bags. It's separate. Anyway, I'm glad I don't have to get something out, because that would mean moving everything. Yeah, so third time we've done this. Again, I do apologize for anyone who's watching maybe later on YouTube that this is, you know, I've done some work without sharing it. Just been some other commitments in my life. But, you know, I'm here now. I'm excited to build it. I'm excited to chat. I'm excited to discuss Lego and Star Wars and movies and all that for what a bag. We might even have to go into bag 8, depending on what sort of time. Although I did say that for bag 3 or 2 with the legs. It looked really short, but then it ended up taking an hour. So we'll see how we go. You have a couple of the new dreams. Okay. Interestingly enough, I'm not 100% sure where you're from, but in some of the big Australian retailers, a lot of the dream sets are going on clearance. I don't know if that's just because the actual sets are starting to kind of retire and they're just trying to get rid of them, or if more likely, in my opinion, no one's buying them and yeah, they just want to get rid of them. I don't know. I've never been into dreams. Again, I feel like it was a cool concept, but I guess no one really, not no one, but I suppose it wasn't really. It's not like a Ninjago, an original Lego theme where everyone kind of was like, "Oh yeah, I want that. I'm gonna have that." So again, if people like dreams, if anyone's watching in Australia and they, you know, like the dream sets, then I mean, obviously go to these retailers and buy them because they're cheap. They're on clearance, and some are doing toy sales at the moment. So actually, I think all of them are doing toy sales at the moment. Big W, Target. So a good time to buy some Lego if you really want it. $3,000 a year, AK-47. That's crazy. I won't say I'm the same. I collected my first big Lego set last year, which was the Hogwarts Castle, and then this year I've kind of gone a bit crazy. Obviously, spending up to $1,000 on this, and I bought Diagon Alley and Gringotts, and what else have I got? Oh, the Hogwarts Express. So yeah, just kind of. I was big into Lego as a kid, really big into Lego as a kid, but I was getting Lego City, and this was before I was into Star Wars or Marvel or DC or anything. So this was yeah, it was good to get back into. I think that now the way I describe it to people is I find Lego building very therapeutic. Um, it's sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming and daunting, but for most of the time, I think it's pretty relaxing, pretty chill, especially when you're not trying to rush it. I have a habit of rushing, but when you can just really chill and take your time. This I've had it, over a week now, maybe over 2 weeks, and I'm only on bag 7 of 17. It's been nice to not have to, go into it all at once and try and get it done in a day. I don't think I'd be able to get this set done in a day, but on one of our other live streams, um, someone in the comments was saying that the record for building this set was like 17 hours or something ridiculous, which is nuts. That's crazy. No way someone's getting it done in 17 hours, but good on them. If that's what they wanted a record, then yeah. So it is Tuesday, and it is almost 10 p.m. in Australia, or where I am, and that means that we've got The Acolyte coming out tomorrow, which comes out at 11 a.m. here in Australia. So I'm really excited to see what episode 7 has in store. I think that it is one that will hopefully start to give us some answers to the past of what's happened, but also I think having seen the leaked titles of the rest of the show, I think we're heading towards a really spicy season finale, which will be exciting. I'm really excited to see what the final episode has in store. If we're not getting a season 2, I'm curious to see how they wrap it up. If we are getting season 2, I'm curious to see what sort of mysteries we're getting carried over. It's just a hobby. It's just a fun hobby for me. Yep, that's fair enough. I've got a couple of people that I know who collect Lego sets for safekeeping, and I suppose for keeping until they want to sell it at a later date at a higher margin. That's fair enough. I suppose Lego is one of those toys that you're going to be able to hold on to and sell. But I guess, yeah, for a lot of people, I was at a Lego store today in the city, and just a bunch of like little kids, and seeing them and the smiles on their faces and being able to just live and breathe what is really just such a special toy for not even for kids. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It is a toy, but it's not an experience. It's an experience, I suppose, especially stuff like this. But yeah, just getting to see that and the happiness that Lego brings. Obviously, again, they're a plastic provider in quite a large quantity, but I think that they've done a really good job in trying to reduce that recently. And as soon as we start getting paper bags in sets, then all our problems will be solved. Okay, we've got a edge piece here, and one of these pieces. So far, my favorite Lego set we've gotten Guardians of the Tallneck and the Icon set. Okay, I don't think I've heard of. I might be wrong. The Guardians of the Tallneck, is that from Horizon? Again, I might be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't play Horizon, but my friend does, so I'm not 100% sure what that is. And then the Icon set. All right, let's flip this back over. On when was it? Monday? Yesterday we put out another video, as we usually do on Mondays, and this one was all about theory sabers. I ordered a theory saber, back when it was first launched, and I've had time to review it, and I noticed that it's a bit ambiguous with how to use it. But so I just wanted to create a clarity video. Not that it's really my product to be or brand to try and clarify things, but I just figure the ultimate goal was to help people who may be struggling. So I hope that video was able to help some people. I also go over, if you're like on the fence about ordering a Theory Saver, I kind of go into some of the features of it, the sound fonts and the colors. So if you just want some more information about it, then feel free to go ahead and look at the video. If not, then that's fine. I am not seeing... because it's in this pile. But I keep checking myself just to make sure that I've got all the bags and the pieces, which I do. This is a really weird bit here. Guardians of the Galaxy orange ship. Oh, okay, all right. The Guardians of the Galaxy ship is called the Milano. I don't have that set. I have seen it. It looks pretty cool. And the Dune set is one that I really want, and one of my friends from work has that set, and I think it looks really cool. I still think $200 is very overpriced, but I mean, you get a ton of cool minifigures, and you get a really cool playset. So yeah, I mean, that's one that's on my list. I probably won't get it for a bit, just because, again, when you spend $800 or $900, you need to think a bit more wisely with your money and in regards to Lego. But yeah, no, that's cool. I'm glad you enjoyed that, and that's definitely a set that I've had my eye on, and one that I think a lot of people are really impressed by and happy with. So yeah, that's good. As for the Milano, there are a couple of Milano ones out. I think they're coming out with a new one as well. I think it's a mini scale one, maybe, or maybe that one's already out. I think there's a new Guardian ship coming out. So good sets. I would rate those. Definitely rate those. All right. We are coming to the end of this bit. I've been on a couple of Lego YouTube channels, and I build Lego sets. I love sets. Yeah, they are, again, like I was saying before, they are a lot of fun. I think they're more than a toy. They're really almost a tool to be able to use, and an experience. So yes, they are great. Well, I mean, I normally shop on Amazon to get my sets, and they're normally advertised fairly cheap. So I was like cheaper than what retailers would, and definitely what Lego would. So I mean, that's kind of my main method. The only times I don't is if I get discounts from some. I won't say where I get the discounts, but I do get discounts. Not big ones, but they definitely do contribute to being able to buy these sets for a bit cheaper, which is nice because Lego sets are expensive, and I see some of the sets coming out and they're just ridiculously overpriced. They don't need to make them that expensive, and they do. Do I have a wish list of Lego sets? Well, this was probably the top of my wish list, this Falcon. My main issue is I don't have room to put this stuff. I definitely don't have room to put the Falcon, but I'm going to make it work. I don't know. I've got all the Harry Potter sets that I really wanted. Again, the Hogwarts Express, Gringotts, Diagon Alley, Hogwarts Castle. I can't even display the whole Hogwarts Castle at the moment just because I don't have room. What do I really like? I'm not that into Lord of the Rings, so none of those sets really appeal to me. I know they definitely do to a lot of people, but not to me at the moment. I feel like that would be more of a. Why is that the same? I feel like that would be more of a set that I would get if I had, like, money wasn't an option, but money is an option, so I have to take that into consideration. So yeah, I think probably the Venator as well. But again, spacing issue. I don't have space for it. As much as I would like to do that, it's just such a long ship. So yeah, I just don't think that is feasible at the moment. Hopefully in the future, when I've got stable income and have enough space, maybe a Lego room, that would be cool. Then I can start thinking about getting some more sets. All of the good sets coming out at the time when I don't have enough room to display it, which is a shame, but you know what? These things happen. Oh, this is a funky piece. Have a look at this one. It's kind of not a normal ridge piece on the end. It's like extended out a bit. It's a bit weird. Dungeons and Dragons. The Dungeons and Dragons one, again, I have played Dungeons and Dragons before, but it's not necessarily one that I'm that inclined to get. I feel like it would be a bit different if I was into Dungeons and Dragons, but again, that's another good set. It's a big set that will appeal to a lot of fans. Even if you don't like Dungeons and Dragons, it's just a cool like medieval fantasy set. So that is a good one. But personally, I wouldn't get it, and won't get it because that's not where my interests lie. My interests at the moment strictly lie in Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Marvel, and any sort of cars like F1 cars. I've been getting a lot of F1 cars recently. That's a lie. I've been getting some F1 cars. I got the McLaren. Actually, I'm going to show you. I can get the McLaren. I know this is a Star Wars stream, but I've got the McLaren F1 car. This one's really nice. Bit dusty, actually. This was the first F1 car I got. Really like it. And then down here, behind the heater, I've got the Aston Martin. I really like this one as well. I was thinking about getting the Mercedes one because that one is on shelves at the moment and I can get it fairly cheap. But the issue is it looks so different to these two that I just really don't know if I want to get it because it looks so different. But my eventual goal is, I can show you all. I'd like to have some sort of sticker or like, I don't know, mat or something so that I can have them hanging up like this and like in a starting grid format. I think that would be really cool, like in an F1 race. I think that would be my end goal for displaying it. And if I get enough. Now I'm bringing out this one. This is the last one I'm going to bring out just because this is my favorite Star Wars ship build that I've ever done. It's the E-Wing. It's from the Ahsoka set, E-Wing versus Shin Hati's Starfighter. The Starfighter, the Shin's one, isn't very good. This E-Wing is beautiful. This E-Wing is awesome. And I love the foldable wings and the landing gear as well. It's just such a perfect ship. And it wasn't really much in the show, but I love this ship. It's so cool. I need to do a video on this because it was such a fantastic build. And yeah, it was just amazing. So that's that one. That's the last one I'm bringing out for the moment. Maybe more in a little bit, but ooh. Oh, I should put the landing gear down properly. I got CMF character hilarious. The Martian cool mob. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate the interactivity as well. It's very good. Obviously, we're a fairly new channel to streaming, but even over the last two, it's been good to get some interactivity from some of the viewers. And obviously, not expecting a whole lot of views and everything, but it's just it's a good place to chat and chat Star Wars and chat pop culture media and chat Lego, of course. So that's all we can really ask for. And I mean, I hope that you are enjoying the video so far. I'm trying to find this one piece, but I cannot find it. I'm finding a lot of wrongly slanted. They all. Oh no, here we go. Found it. There we go. I made the X-Wing. Oh, you made the X-Wing. That's cool. That's really cool that you were able to do that. I've tried, actually, okay, this is the last thing I'm going to show. This was my first attempt at a mock, and it's not even that good. That's really cool you were able to make the X-Wing out of your own stuff. That's really cool. This is fragile as. Again, I need to just mention that a lot of my early Lego collection was Lego City. So I have a lot of base plates, but I don't have a lot of very good, I suppose, added pieces. This is a location mock, I suppose you could call it. It was, I think it's Sullust, the planet with the lava and the rock. Now, I don't have enough Imperial troopers or Rebel troopers to make it like a original era thing, but this is my attempts at a mock, and it's Clone Wars droids versus clones. So yeah, this was my first attempt at a mock. I think it's okay. It's not the best. I didn't have enough pieces to be able to build it up more, so this was kind of it. And that is the last time I'm showing that on the live stream. And I will probably maybe make a video about it. We're trying to become Lego ambassadors. We missed the deadline for the last one most recently, which was, I think, a May cutoff, and we did like June or something. I can't quite remember. But we're just trying to add more stuff to the portfolio so we can yeah, we're just trying to add to the portfolio by doing more Lego videos, which I hope people like. Oh, thank you for the nice feedback. I thought it looks good. I think it's very detailed. I just wish the landscape was a bit more alive. It's very barren, but I didn't have the pieces to make anything a bit bigger. But yeah, like your X-Wing, I could not do something like that. And that, I'm sure that was a pretty good project to put together. So yeah, that's really good. Okay. I saw at the Lego store today. I knew it was out already, but this was the first time I'd actually seen it like in person and in the box. Why is that not attaching? Was the Lego Harry Potter Great Hall set that has just come out and attaches to the boathouse. I have the boathouse, but I was not thinking / expecting that the Great Hall set would cost 300 Australian dollars. I thought it would be a bit cheaper than that, and I'd be able to just attach it as normal, but nope. I've had to kind of wait. So now I don't know what I'm going to do about that. So, So we'll have to wait and see how we go with getting that set, because I would like to have it. But the thing is, I already have the big Hogwarts castle, and oh, sorry, the I don't know what you call it, the micro figure scale one, the normal Hogwarts castle. But I've already started collecting the new ones, so I don't know. The whole concept seems cool, but it also seems like, you know, a lot of money is going to go into that for a $300 Great Hall. That's probably the biggest set we're going to get for them, and that had to come next. But $300. It's a big box, not as big as the Falcon box, but still big. Yeah, that was kind of a turn off for me. All right, we are slowly getting through this. We have done some Lego videos on the channel before, like obviously this one. We did actually my co-host or my partner in the channel, Jack. He put out a video. He has the original second Death Star. I think it's the second Death Star. Maybe it's the first one, but that's a really cool set. I've seen it in real life. That's one that that's one that everyone wants. I feel like, but I I don't have it. He has it, which is good. I think it's a really good set, and he did a review on it and like did some close-ups of it, which was really good. And I think that it's definitely going to. It's obviously difficult to display, but it's going to be pretty valuable in the future. Not that that's the main reason to get sets, but I guess it's good fallback in case Lego starts to become too much in your life, take up too much space, etc. 3, 4. Okay. So in regards to what my favorite part of the Falcon build has been so far, I really like building the little rooms inside. That was really cool. That's probably been my favorite bit. The rest has been pretty systematic in trying to just build up the frame and the outside, and now obviously starting to build the bottom, and then we'll build the top, and then maybe the escape pods come last. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's been good. My cat wants to come in, and that's not happening. No, because I know you will mess things up. You'll jump on the table, you'll ruin things. What? Oh, yeah, it's split up. Okay, that's all right. What does that mean? I've got the 4 over here. Don't think so. We've been watching Star Wars Rebels recently, because that was a project that we hadn't really covered in our time on the channel that much. And obviously we covered a little bit when we were chatting about Ahsoka, and that was a really good discussion. But we've been kind of going over the series again. It's the first time we've really covered it in depth, and it's been such a rewarding experience. We just filmed our season 2 one, and that'll be coming out after the Acolyte, and that's one that we're really happy about, and that's one that we're excited for everyone to see. And yes, Rebels holds such a special place in my heart, and it's something that I was so worried about when we got into the Ahsoka series. That the Rebels were such an important part of my growing up in my bedroom, in my life, that it's kind of like you don't want to see him done wrong. But yeah, I want to buy the Marvel. My cursor in my tower. Yep, I got it warm. Nice. Yeah, cool. The Avengers Tower, which is the one I'm pretty sure you're talking about, that is another one that I would really like. But again, it's like, obviously you've got that room where you can put it, but I don't, which is annoying. But yes, that is definitely one that is a good one to get. Another really good one, and one that will be. I feel like that one's probably a bit more repetitive, especially because of the windows. But some people find enjoyment in that, and you might find enjoyment in that, and that's good. So, yes, the Avengers Tower is definitely a good set, and one that I have been eyeing off for a while. I probably will get it later, but yeah, if you can get it, then I say go for it. Because my thinking of this, at least, was it's retiring soon. I won't be able to get it after it retires because it's just rare. So at least if I have it, at least if I need to get rid of it, I will have it and I can sell it. And when it retires, the value will go up. In brand new box or outside of box, it's going to be pretty valuable anyway because it's so expensive. So I might not get the full value back, but I will get more than if I was to sell it today. So again, not that I really need to be thinking about that yet. I'm just enjoying building it at the moment, but I guess it's always important to be thinking of that anyway. Thank you, thank you. I hope the Avengers set comes as well eventually, whenever it does. But yeah, that'll be a good experience to get. What am I missing here? No, me. Maisie. Okay, that's in like that. Yeah, so just back onto Rebels quickly, I suppose. Being able to rewatch it all has been really good experience, and that's something that Jack and I are both very conscious about. That obviously we would be touching on a series that I guess means a lot to both of us. I think the Clone Wars means a bit more to Jack, but and that's fine, obviously. But Rebels definitely means a lot more to me. That's the one I grew up with, so I have a bit more fond memories of that one and can vividly remember a lot of moments in that one and chatting to my friends about it when it released. So yeah, I guess it's really good to be chatting about Rebels again, I suppose. Would I make a base around the tower? Maybe. I feel like I've seen some videos of people connecting it to like the Sanctum Sanctorum and making it a part of the modular systems, and I think that would look really cool. But again, you just need the room to do that. I think that you could make a base around it. I feel like you would have to put more like houses and apartment buildings to make it really fit in, or I mean, I was going to say Grand Central Station, but that's pretty impossible to do. And it's not impossible, but it's pretty difficult to do in Lego. I would maybe the first time no, but if I had the pieces and I had the other sets and I had the vision, then yeah, I could see definitely making a base out of it. I think that would be a good project and definitely one that could be worked on. That's a good question. Thank you for asking that. Oh, it goes this way. I haven't seen anyone display the tail. I don't know what it looks like in real life. I've seen it in videos. I can have an approximate. It's like the Falcon. Before I got it, I was trying to measure up, but you really don't get a sense of the scale until you get it. So I haven't seen it in real life. A lot of my friends aren't really Lego collectors. Besides Jack, Jack's a Lego collector, but I suppose he doesn't have it, and yeah, I just haven't seen anyone display it apart from a video. So 3 feet. We don't measure in feet in Australia. I'm trying to think. 3 feet. That would be about meter and a half, maybe. I know it's tall. I know it's tall. Okay, all right. That's interesting. I don't know if I don't know if a lot of my friends are really like into that sort of like into Lego in general, but you know, it could be possible if that's possible with your if you have a friend that was possible with. So I mean, I guess at the end of the day, at our age, we are still trying to kind of work our way through the world, and get stable income, get some part-time slash full-time jobs, and then maybe when we start settling in, then that's when we can start kind of splurging a little bit beyond just having to pay for food and taxes and bills and everything. Again, that's not. I started this conversation in my first live stream, and it's not necessarily something that I want to bring up because I feel like it's a bit of a distraction from the Lego that we're building. But yes, it is definitely a factor, and hopefully in the future maybe there will be. And I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. It's too early to tell. We're still trying to figure everything out in regards to who we are and our place in the world, and that's an exciting adventure. But also, it's very, I guess, difficult and time consuming. So we're not in any rush just yet. Did I get that done right? Yes, yes. I missed that bit. I can pop that in. Me to Columbus, Ohio. Take me to the Lego store. There's 2 Lego stores there in Ohio. It was awesome. Okay, cool. There's only 2 Lego stores in Ohio. Interesting. I thought for I don't know. I don't know if Ohio's like a very populous city, but I would have thought there would have been more than 2 in Columbus. Sorry, my American geography just failed me there. Columbus, Ohio is the state. I do remember that. I'm big into American geography, but I just had a brain fart there, so I do apologize. Um, Columbus. Okay, so um, same deal. I feel like if Columbus is well, I feel like the population in that area around like um, in the Indiana and Idaho, no, not Idaho, Iowa, and what's the other one I'm thinking of? Illinois. Illinois. I feel like that's a pretty populous area in the States. Obviously not as popular as like California or Texas or even along the East Coast, but I feel like it's definitely a relatively popular area. I did a whole report on America and the states out of my own free will. This was not a project for uni or high school or anything. This was just out of my own time. I did a whole thing on all of the 52 states of America, and that was good fun. But yeah, that was a while ago, so I don't quite remember anything. I don't remember a lot of it, but yes, I love American geography. It's fantastic, and I've been to the states twice in my life. Um, I'd love to go back more. I think it's a fantastic country. Um, I think that once I have enough money to be able to travel back there. I've got a cousin living in Colorado, so that would be good to go visit them. So yeah, but in terms of American geography, I did stuff up there, but you know what? I do like myself some geography, so yeah. But yeah, it is. That's true. That's funny. Ohio. Yep, that's funny. Trying to think about when Ohio was founded. Is that the right word? Founded. Maybe founder's not the right word. Established. This is a weird piece here. It must have been early on because obviously there were the 13 states, the colonies. I'm getting carried away. Let's pop this in. But there were the 13. I don't know if Ohio was part of that. I think it was more along the East Coast. But yeah. I've been to a few places over my time in my geez, I'm coming up on quarter of a life soon. Well, assuming we're counting to 100. I've been to a few places over my time. Um, my first overseas trip was to America, at least from what I can remember. And we went to New York and Pittsburgh. No, not Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh? Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh. And so New York, Pittsburgh, and Washington, and that was good fun. That was the East Coast. Well, bits of the East Coast. And then the second time I went was to California and Vegas. I mean, no offense to any Americans from Vegas who are watching this, but I thought Vegas was. I think Nevada's a nice place, but Vegas was a bit overrated in my opinion. But again, I mean, no offense. That was just my opinion. You're a native New Yorker. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I don't really remember a lot of New York when I went. Okay. That's all good. I did like New York when I went. Again, I don't really remember a lot of it. The photos I do have from 2008. 2008? So a long time ago. Long time ago. Back when I feel like the world had a sense of importance. But where else have I been? I've been to Singapore twice in my life. That's a good place to go, definitely. I've been to China, and I loved China. China is a beautiful country. Ignoring world politics and I guess subjective opinions aside, China is a beautiful country. The culture, the food, the people, the heritage, the infrastructure, the agriculture. You can't understand how beautiful China is until you actually go there. And I feel very lucky that I was able to go, and it's a place that I have fond memories of, and it's a place that I wish to go again in the future, because you really can't. I really can't emphasize enough how, like, wasn't life changing, but it was eye opening, and it's like my words can't do it justice. China is a beautiful country. And then where else have I been? What the heck? I have been to Singapore twice. I have been to Vietnam. Vietnam was a really nice place. Vietnam was a beautiful place, nice and cheap there. I feel like I'm missing a place, but maybe not. Done a fair bit of Australia, I suppose you could say. Where else have I been? I have a lot of places on my bucket list. I would love to go to Europe and just do a Europe trip. I would love to go to South Africa. I know that place is, well, supposedly riddled with crime, but you know, you got to put that stuff aside and just experience it yourself. So I'd like to go to South Africa. I would like to go. I said Europe. I would like to go to India. I think that would be like China was. I think that'd be an eye-opening experience. Canada, nice. I have not been to Canada. I think that would be a good trip. I suppose. Neighbors to the north. Nice. The closest I got to Canada. No, we didn't even see Niagara Falls on our first trip. Yes, we did. What am I saying? Yeah, closest I got to Canada was Niagara Falls. But I've heard Canada is a beautiful country as well. I think every country in the world is beautiful. And I feel very gracious that I've been able to visit a lot of the world. And even if it hasn't been the nicest weather or, you know, the most friendly conditions, I think that being able to travel is one of the most I guess greatest privileges of being alive. All right, I'm now at the stage where I can start putting this on the Falcon. I'm not going to just yet because I'm going to build the second one and then I'll attach both at the end rather than bring it in and then bring it out. This way I can kind of knock it out two in one. Okay, pine trees. Speaking of like smell of places, when I first got to, where was it? Oh yeah, um, Las Vegas. When we first got there, not the airport. Actually, it wasn't the airport. It smelled very much like marijuana, which I understand. I'm pretty sure it's legal in the country. Oh, not in the country, in the state. But yes, being hit with that as not being around a marijuana environment, I suppose you could say, in Australia is was a bit different. But yeah, definitely took me by surprise. Where else? I feel like I'm missing a place that I went, which is a shame because I really thought that I'd be able to remember these places. Really liked California when we went there. We stayed at 3 different places. We went to Anaheim, which is where a little place called Disneyland is, which I'm sure you guys know about. Is that right? That's right. Is that right? No, it's not right. Yes, it is. What am I doing? Yeah, Anaheim, and we went to where else did we go? LA, which was we didn't really spend a whole lot of time in LA. It was very busy, very busy. And I thought the transport system was a bit weird, but that's not really important. LA was okay. It was very busy and it was a bit overwhelming, I would say. And then we went to Santa Monica was nice. Santa Monica was a nice place. And where am I? Oh, San Francisco. San Francisco was awesome. There, I don't know what they're cooking in San Francisco, but it was a whole vibe. I loved that place. I loved it. And that I know there's some bad areas of San Francisco, but my goodness, I had the best time in San Francisco. It was fantastic. We did all the touristy things like Alcatraz, and I guess we did the Palace of the Fine Arts as well. That was really nice. But there was just some sort of vibe, some really nice vibe that I got from San Francisco, and that is definitely a place I'll be going back to in my life because that was yeah, such a surreal experience. I remember the first night we got there, or the first day we got there, checked into the hotel, we had some time, went down to the Palace of the Fine Arts. There was a food truck down there, and we went to get some fried chicken and chips. Now, I didn't realize it when I said it, but I said, "I'll just get some fried chicken and chips." And he's like, "You want a bag of chips?" And I realized my mistake because in America, you guys call them fries, and that's fair enough. I just wasn't thinking. So we had a bit of a laugh about that. That was pretty funny. But yeah, loved San Francisco. such a beautiful place. Like it's a different sort of beautiful, but yeah, I really like San Francisco. Have you ever seen Duck Bricks? Is it a YouTuber? I might have. I might have. My main Lego guys that I watch are Solid Brick Studios, and then there's an Australian YouTuber called Holly on Film. I watch her quite a bit. She's a really good YouTuber as well. If it's not a YouTuber, I'm not really 100% sure what you're talking about. Sorry. Please help me understand, or at least clarify, so that I'm not talking nonsense here. I did not place this bit. Oh. And I did not place this bit. Who else? What other YouTubers do I watch on Lego? It's there is another guy, I can't remember his name. Don't know Duck Bricks. Google it, just made me happy for a minute. Alright, I'm gonna trust you. I'll have a quick look. It's a company. Do they do Lego? The name would imply it. 3D printed Lego compatible elements. Oh yeah, okay. Only one Lego Masters. Cool. I have not heard about Duck Bricks before, but yeah, that seems cool. Seems like there's a lot of different Lego entrepreneur companies kind of working their way. There's one in Australia called Light My Bricks, which is basically pretty self-explanatory. I haven't ordered from them personally, but where is this piece I'm after? My goodness, here it is. Duck Bricks. All right, we are kind of coming up on, well, not really the end. We've still got a bit to go. Coming up on an hour on the stream. That's pretty good. I think the other one went for quite a while. So I'll try and wrap this up as not quickly, but I'm going to try and speed up a bit just because if people want to watch it after, then I feel like people are more inclined to watch shorter videos, maybe sometimes longer ones. But we'll see how we go. Right, let's put this in here. He wants to make a Lego museum. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Lego museum. That would be cool. There's on the, I don't know if you or anyone watching has the Millennium Falcon, the one I'm building, I should say. But there's a page on the front that has the history of the Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon and Lego Star Wars. And that's really fascinating. I feel like to see that in physical form would be very cool. That would be a good idea, I reckon. That would definitely attract people. I know it's not the same thing, but I feel like I should mention it. They are bringing a Lego Star Wars exhibition to Melbourne next year. I think it's next year. So that'll be really cool. That's different as well. And you can definitely expect that we will be going to that, Jack and I. That will be good fun. And how have I stuffed this up? No, I haven't. We're all good. Next bit. Yeah, so Lego Star Wars Convention would be really, really cool. The Brickman, I got to meet the Brickman about 2 months ago now. He was a really nice guy. So I think it's his creations, his ideas, and I got to see some of it at the meet. It wasn't really a meet and greet; it was more of a unveiling, but I just got to meet him. So yeah, that'll be really good. All right, I'll check out Duck Bricks later. Maybe not tonight, just because it's getting a bit late, but definitely tomorrow. That'll be good. Duck Bricks. I mean, it's easy to remember, so that's a good thing. So what is coming out in the movies? The movies. We've got Deadpool and Wolverine. I was kind of chatting to my friends about that. I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm not that excited to watch it, in all honesty. I think it's just, even this morning. I know, again, this is a Star Wars channel, but I love Marvel. I love all sorts of pop culture. But my thing is that with Marvel at the moment, and even seeing that Agatha trailer this morning, I'm just I'm almost really sick of seeing the Marvel style, I suppose. And I know what Deadpool and Wolverine's going to be like. That's the thing, and that's where I'm kind of a bit like, do I even really want to watch it? Because I know what it's going to be like. It's going to be funny. It's going to be a bit corny. It's going to have a whole bunch of cameos. It's going to have a lot of action, and I feel like the plot's going to be very basic. But I could be proven wrong. I don't know. That is for future us to find out. But in general, at the moment, I will go watch it. I will 100% be there on opening night. But at the moment, I'm not feeling very excited to watch it, which is a shame because I have watched every single Marvel movie in the cinemas. Not since it's released, but definitely recently. Yeah, it's a shame that the follow side. I will say, I'll just read your comment quickly. Yep, fake Lego. I've seen fake Lego in my time. There was something called Mega Bloks. I don't know if that was in America, but I was definitely here in Australia, and that was pretty not great. And even on what they sell on Temu, I mean, I can't speak on behalf of Temu and the people who have ordered from Temu, but that all seems pretty not good. Let's put it that way. Let's put it politely and lightly. I will get back to Star Wars in a sec. I just want to say that in regards to Marvel, just really quickly, and I say this every time someone brings up the MCU, the last straw for me was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That was a god awful movie. That broke me. That was the straw. I like the Marvels more than that. Ugh. Yuck. Yeah, that movie was bad. That movie was bad. I can't defend it. I can't defend anyone who likes that movie. I'm sorry. That might be my controversial opinion. I'm a relatively optimistic person. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania was garbage. Garbage. It was absolutely garbage. I did like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, though. That was a good movie. Batman? No, I don't. He is my favorite DC hero. The Batman might be one of my favorite movies ever. That was such a surreal experience in the cinemas. My goodness. It is on 1%. How has that happened? Hang on. Let me try this. Okay, that's all fixed. No, I don't have any Batman vehicle Lego. I don't have any DC Lego, unfortunately. I do like DC. Um, I like most of the stuff they've put out. Again, the Batman was a fantastic movie to see in the cinemas. Uh, and Matt Reeves. I'm very excited to see the Penguin. I need to redo my what was I going to say? Oh yeah, redo my binge subscription or HBO Max subscription. I mean, we don't have HBO Max in Australia. We have binge, which is basically HBO Max. Anyway, so yes, because when the Penguin comes out, that will be definitely something that I will want to watch. DC for the W, says JC Soccer. Absolutely, DC is hopefully going in a good direction under James Gunn. I think definitely we have some optimism with the DC. No, it's the DCU now, not the DCEU. We definitely have some optimism with that. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he does with it, and hopefully all of this preparation. And I feel like maybe it might fall into the same trend of just becoming too much. Like superhero, the genre is so packed together now that it's kind of a bit challenging to make something different. Superman looks promising from what's been the set leaks, everything. Superman looks like it could be a good one. I still wish it was called Superman Legacy, but doesn't matter. I have an unopened Tumblr Batmobile, which is my favorite toy. I did build a Lego. It's pretty, and I want to change it. Like, okay, nice. Batmobile. They've done so many Batmobiles, I reckon. I wonder which do you know which year it was from? If you don't, that's alright, but I'm curious. A 3-piece. Oh no, that's underneath. Did I get everything? Didn't get this. So this is kind of like my main Star Wars set. I was showing the stream earlier some of my other Star Wars sets. I didn't show all of them. I did show some of them, and I think that it's definitely. I don't have the biggest collection. This is definitely the biggest set of Star Wars Lego I have, but yeah. Maisie. That's funny. I got a puppy and her name is Harley Quinn. Oh, that's cute. That is a nice name for a dog. Harley. Harley is a nice name. Harley Quinn. I've always thought about naming like one of my pets or one of my kids. Like, I really like the name. This is gonna sound weird. I like the name Padme. I know, like, it's very easy to think that that's a strange name to name a kid or a pet, but the name Padme just it sounds very nice when you say it. So, and it's unique, I suppose. I mean, obviously, when someone says it, they're going to associate it with Star Wars, but it's like, you know, I just think it's a nice name. my cat that is currently meowing and scratching on my door to come in is named Maisie. And Maisie, I don't know why we named her Maisie, but we did. And yeah, there was no real inspiration behind it. It was just it was a nice name. All right, so we are coming up to the last few bits here. And the last thing I'll do, obviously when we get to it, we're not done just yet, so don't leave. But the last thing I will do is attach them, and then we can kind of wrap up from there. But I guess we've still got a while. To those who are watching, or you know what, I'll open the question up to everyone based off of the discussions in the chat at the moment. And to those who are watching later, tell me what your pets' names are in the comments. I'm curious to know. Or if you don't have pets, what you would like to name your pet. And would it be would it be named after a fictional character? I think that's a good question. Who? I mean, Padme would be my one. Maybe like a. I don't know. Actually, that's maybe a question I need to think of. I was asked a question today in my uni class. That was what was I going to say? What children's book has had the biggest impact on you? Because that's kind of the unit I'm doing. And I had to really think about it because I didn't necessarily read when I was a kid. So the answer I came up with, and I'm very, very interested to know if you guys have heard of this book. It's called Wonder. Actually, you've probably heard of it. It's a book that I did in high school. And it was probably the earliest reading I'd done, like main novel reading that I'd done. And I just really, really like, it was the first time I'd read a book and felt something a bit more powerful than just reading a book. It was like actually reading and absorbing and feeling. And I think that that's what a good book does. So I thought that was a really good question asked in my class today. So, and I guess like when naming things, some things stick with you and some things are important. So, yeah, I think it's a good question. So yeah, if you're watching the video after the live stream, let me know in the comments because I will be responding what you would or currently do name your pets. What is a significant name? It can be of a fictional character or it can be of a character that's or just a regular name. I'm just curious to know. You know, pets are amazing. Pets are our life. And even though I currently have my pet locked, I don't have her locked out, but she's not in my room. So as much as I do have that, and I'd love to let her in, I know exactly what she's going to do because she will jump up on this table and she will create some havoc. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. You can see her in the background down here. Down here. No, yeah, down here. Okay, that might have been a mistake. That might have been a mistake. Why am I struggling with this so much? To those who have watched the live stream, thank you very much for checking it out. Appreciate it as always. Again, apologies that I've done so much work without you off camera, but you know, things had to happen. I will definitely do another live stream, maybe even 2, maybe 3, maybe more of these live streams for building this in the future. That will happen. So I just need to find the time. I had a bonsai tree for 2 years. His name was Harry. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Harry the Bonsai Tree. Speaking of bonsai tree, I just need to say this again. This is not Star Wars related, but I guess this whole chat is open to more than Star Wars. I've been watching. Sorry, I've finished watching a show called Cobra Kai, which is a spin-off of the Karate Kid movies, and the bonsai trees are very important in that series, and I suppose in the movies as well. So yeah, thank you for reminding me of that fantastic series and that fantastic movie series as well. So yeah, it's very nice. Cobra Kai is a good show. Okay, we've only got a couple more. Oh, here's Maisie. You want to say hello? Or are you just going to sit there and be annoying? Good girl. Good girl. Move away. I know there's not a lot of room. Oh, she's so funny. Names are important things. We are named names for a reason. I think names beyond the obvious being called, it gives us a sense of identity and who we are, and that's obviously some of the most important things that you can do. So why is that not going in? Yeah, I think I did it wrong. Is that going to even go there? How am I supposed to do this? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, now it wants to fit. Ugh. And then we've got... What are you doing? What are you doing? If you drop my computer, I'm not going to be happy. Stop, Maisie. I'm trying to finish up a live stream here. Let me close that quickly so you don't do any more damage. I've lost where I am. I'm over here. We are popping this here. We're popping it here. I'm going to do here. Pop this one on. That's in. Grab one of these and put it... Where am I putting it? Where am I putting it? Here. Grab the rest of these ones. And we, my friends, are pretty much almost... Hang on. Almost. Let me flip this back over. What? Okay, now we're done. These bits are going underneath. Wow, that was a whole bag. That's crazy. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move the instructions back. I'm going to bring the Falcon back onto the table. Yes. Bring the Falcon back onto the table and we can install this. Hopefully it's an easy installation and it's not going to absolutely fail. I'll move the instructions back a little bit. Let me look at what we've got upcoming for bag 8, which we will have officially... I think we are at the halfway point of the Falcon now. Looks like we're just doing more of the base. That's cool. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so let's attach this. Let's get the Falcon first. Let's move these out of the way. Let's get the Falcon back. Oh, this thing is heavy. Oh, it still feels a bit weird after I dropped it. Doesn't feel as stable. Maybe I need to check on the legs. Okay, so according to our instruction book, let's use this one first because it's closer to me. We are attaching it up. That's not going to work. Hang on a minute. Let's do this properly, shall we? That looks better. Let's attach this up. Where does it attach at the front then? No way, it's just... Oh, no, no, okay, all right, I got it. All right, here we go. Does it go there? Does it? It should. Okay, hang on a minute. It should come out to there. That is lined up fine. Ah, that's lined up fine as well. Okay. Oh, this is a bit tricky here. A bit fiddly. Oh my goodness. Come on, why is this not wanting to go in? It's lined up. It's in place. I am sorry you have to witness this struggle. There we go. There's one. Just has to have a bit of power. And let's get this one in somehow as well. Okay. That took way too much. Let's get the second one in, and then we can wrap up. At least I know what I'm doing this time. So it's a bit more... Oh, almost lost that piece. Come on. Yay. That's all clipped in nice and tightly. That's all clipped in nice and tightly. Alrighty. That is bag number 7. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you had a good time watching. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. I hope you had a good time discussing what Millennium Falcon is that set. This is 75192. This is the UCS Falcon. This is the big one. This is the big boy. This is the collector's item for many LEGO Star Wars fans. And this is one I'm taking my time with. I'm not speeding through it. So, yeah. Again, I'll go through it again. Make sure to follow us on social media at Coruscant Nights. I'll be letting everyone know when I'm going live. So we're doing this build. And it's just good vibes over on Insta, even on TikTok. We just post a lot of our video as well. Again, Patreon as well. It's free. It is free. You get more bonus stuff. And I think it's worthwhile, but I guess I might be a little bit biased. But you know what? Go check it out. If it's not something that you're interested in, that's fine. But you know, it's free. There's nothing wrong with free stuff. So yeah. That is a comment. Looks like fun, fun, fun. It sure is. It has taken me a while already. I think I've had this over a week now. Or 2 weeks. I can't remember what I said at the start. But yes, I very much enjoyed it. I've just hit the halfway point. So we've still got a lot of work to do. So I hope you guys will join me in the future. Again, we'll post on Instagram when I'm going live. So if you want to come see me do it again, I don't know if I'll do it at this time every time because it's pretty late. But if I am going to, the only way you'll find out is on Insta. So yeah, I think that's everything I need to cover. We'll have a podcast out on Thursday morning. I don't know if that's the same in the States or anywhere across the world, but in Australia, it'll be Thursday morning, early Thursday morning. So that's when you'll next hear me. But again, massive thank you to everyone who checked it out. I had a good time. I had a good time discussing. And yeah, hopefully I will see you soon for another live stream and Lego building. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you soon.